Alright, your exciter, auxiliary generator assembly, removal of disassembly, cleaning, inspection, repair, test, assembly, installation. Toolkit SC494097CL E12, dial indicator, portable propane torch, induction heater, materials and parts, dry cleanings, grease, BB, clear acrylic lacquer, red insulation varnish, green gray gloss enamel, electrical tape, wiping rags, test equipment, multimeter, mega ammeter. Warning, remove rings, bracelets, wristwatches, neck chains before walking around. Locomotive jewelry can catch on the equipment, cause injury, or may short across the electrical circuit, cause severe burns, electrical shock. High voltage due to the operation of equipment do not mean misled, but the term low voltage potential as low as 50 volts may cause death. Set the battery switch to open position, tag and disconnect wiring 1 from terminals, loosen 4 bolts 2, remove 2, refer to TM 55 2210 22312, remove dry belt, move 4 bolts 2, flat washer 3 and 4, turning adjusting nut 5, free adjusting screw 6, mounting bracket 7. Warning, components of the locomotive are heavy, may be awkward to handle. Use correct lifting procedure. Indicate lifting device assistance to other personnel to avoid injury. Use suitable lifting device to slowly lift the auxiliary generator, main generator, mounting bracket, so upright auxiliary generator end. Warning, procedures specify the heating of the parts to aid disassembly. Heated parts may cause injury to personnel, but the hand protection is not worn and handling where protective goggle to maximize operation. Note, some of the parts have to be able to release them from shrink fit. This becomes necessary to use portable propane torch, puller tool set recommended with the disassembly. Remove 6 bolts, 8 lock washers, 9 flat washers, 10 top covers, 11. 8, remove 3 bolts, 12, lock washer 13, flat washer 14, screen 15, 9, remove 3 bolts, 16, lock washer 17, pulley 18, remove the pulley, 10, remove 3 bolts, 19, inner pulley 20, remove key 21. Alright, disassembly continued. Remove 6 bolts, 22, lock washers 23, outer bearing housing 24, gasket 25, remove 8 bolts, 26, lock washers 27, rotate exciter housing, end housing 28, remove exciter housing from generator, install puller inner bearing housing, and 34, remove oil slinger 29, bearing assembly 30, inner race 31, bearing spacer 32, gasket 33, inner bearing housing 14, remove 6 bolts, 35, lock washers 36, auxiliary cap 37, gasket 38. 15, remove 8 bolts, 39, lock washer 40, auxiliary end housing 41. 16, remove 2 set screws 42 and lock nut 43. 17, install puller housing, inner bearing housing 47, remove bearing assembly 44. Inner race 45, and gasket 46, and inner bearing housing. Remove 18, remove 8 bolts 48, 8 lock washer 49, separate exciter frame 50 from the auxiliary frame 51, remove 8 bolts 52, lock washer 53. 20, remove the cooling fan 54, armature 55, refer to TM 55, 22, 10, 22, 3, 12 with the brush holder, brush removal. Cleaning, inspection, repair, clean, inspect, repairing, bearing, assembly, is filing, dry cleaning, BD 680 is toxic flammable, wear protective goggles and gloves, use well ventilated air, avoid skin, eyes closed, do not breathe vapor, do not use in your open flame, excessive heat, the flash point between 100 and 138 degrees Fahrenheit. If you become dizzy, get fresh immediately, aid immediately, get medical aid, contact with the eyes, wash your eyes, get a medical aid immediately. Compressed air used for the cleaning purpose of relax you for 30 psi. Do not direct compressed air against skin. Use goggles, full face shield. Use dry cleaning soap to remove the grease bearings, outer bearing caps, bow bearing stops, oil slingers, bearing cartridges, dry compressed air. Inspect parts, wear, cracks, brakes, install roller for cracks and pits. Inspect parts for overheating. Replace parts that are damaged. Caution, do not coat gasket seats with insulation varnish. Paint bearing housing with red insulation varnish, replace outer bearing cap gasket. Clean, inspect, repair armature, assembly of the following. Dry clean PD 680 is flammable and toxic. Take with goggles and gloves in well ventilated area. Avoid skin with eyes and close contact. Do not breathe vapors. Do not use near open flames. Excessive heat. Flash point 100 to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. If you become dizzy, get fresh air. Immediately get medical aid. Contact with the eyes is made. Wash eyes and get medical aid immediately. Compressed air cleaning purposes will not exceed 30 psi. Do not direct compressed air against skin. Use goggles and full face shield. Caution. Trick dry cleaning soda. Do not use the communicator, copper parts, coil windings. Damage to equipment will result. No armature must be repaired at depot maintenance level. Blow carbon dust for armature and assembly. Compressed air. Direct air into the pockets through the opening of the armature to remove the internal accumulations of dirt. Use clothes, dampen the dry cleaning solvent, wipe the armature surface with it, remove the external grease and dirt, dry compressed air, inspect for the of journal damage, and if the journal shows bearing slippage, armature repaired. Do not coat commutative surface with insulation varnish. No, if varnish surface with a coil, insulation, or damage, repair at depot level maintenance facility. Inspect varnish surface with a coil, insulation. No, if the bands are loose, repair the depot level of the maintenance facility. Check with the bands and tight, secured and soldering intact. Use dial indicator, check communicator roughness, outer roundness, communicator outer round of their 0.002 of an inch variance for the 6-bar span. Inspect the surface of the wear, burns, and pitting. These conditions exist. Perform the following. Use fine grindstone. Give it a communicator smooth finish. Check with the mica undercut depth of 1/16 to 3/32 of an inch. Mica depth is not within these limits. Leave the mica undercut or saw regroove mica. Caution: do not damage communicator bars during cleaning. Surface the cleaning slots between copper bars. Remove the burrs. Warning: compressed air cleaning purposes will not exceed 30 psi. Do not use the direct compressed air against skin. Use goggle full face shield. Use dry compressed air. Remove the loose mica copper from communicator. Alright, caution: not coat communicator surface with the insulation varnish. Remember, repaint surface of the coil insulation with red insulation varnish. Clean, inspection, repair auxiliary generator frame assembly by the following. Warning: dry cleaning solvent with the PD680 is flexible. Flammable goggles and gloves in well ventilated areas. Avoid skin and eyes contact closed. Do not breathe vapors. Do not use near open flame. Excessive heat. Flashpoint 100 to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. If your equipment is to get fresh air immediately. Get medical aid. If contact with the eyes is made, wash your eyes and get medical aid immediately. Compressed air used in cleaning purpose will not exceed 30 psi. Do not direct compressed air against skin. Use goggles, full face shield. Exciter auxiliary generator frame assembly must be repaired with a depot level maintenance facility. Use clothes, dampen the dry cleaning so to remove the dirt and foreign material with auxiliary generator frame and field chain assembly. Dry the compressed air with the check with the field coil leads, cable connections are secure. Check the shunt and inner pole fields are tight. Caution: not coat gasket seats with the insulation varnish. Paint insulation surface with the red insulation varnish. Paint out surface with the gray gloss enamel. 25. Inspect and clean and repair brush holder assembly. Warning: the following. Dry cleaning solvent with the PD680 is toxic flammable. To wear protective goggles and gloves. Use the only well ventilated area. Avoid contact with skin and eyes and clothes. Do not breathe vapors. Do not use near open flame. Excessive heat. Flashpoint 100 to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. If you come to get fresh air immediately, get medical aid. If contact with the eyes are made, wash your eyes. Get medical aid immediately. Compressed air used may be in the purpose of the vaccine 30 psi. Do not use the direct compressed air against skin. Use goggles with full face shield. Use dry cleaning stuff with a cleaning brush holder. Assembly dry compressed air. Inspect connection around for the Nixon brakes. Inspect brush holder. Wear cracked brakes. Replace defective brush holder. To replace the defective brush holders, brush holder refer to TM 55 22 10 22 312. Check fiberglass ring is not cracked or broken. Inspect spring and assembly tension. Check the exciter and braiding is not frayed. Replace defective spring and assembly. Caution: do not paint inside surface with a brush holder. Paint brush holder fiberglass ring with clear acrylic spray. Paint connection rods between brush holders with red insulation varnish. Cleaning, inspection, and repair remaining parts and following. Dry cleaning 680, toxic flammable, wear protective gloves and goggles, well ventilated area, avoid skin and eyes enclosed, do not breathe vapors, do not use near open flame and excessive heat. Flashpoint 100, 138 degrees Fahrenheit. If you become dizzy, get fresh air immediately, get medical aid. Contact with the eyes made while washing, compressed air, get medical aid immediately. Compressed air used in cleaning purposes will not exceed 30 psi. Do not direct compressed air against skin. Use goggle full face shield. Dry clean some of the clean parts. Dry compressed air. Inspect parts for crack and breaks. Replace defective parts. Caution: not paint gaskets. Surface check with machine surfaces are not painted. Painted inside surface. Cover with red insulated varnish. Outlet side surface with gray gloss enamel test. Test refer to table 3.2 for the exciter generator data. And it shows your auxiliary generator, safe speed 2,345 RPM, 75 volt DC. Armature amps 150, main field amperes 6, number of brushes 6, brush arm 6, brush arm per arm 1, brush size, brush pressure, brush to hold thickness, clearance, exciter. Alright, perform armature stator mega ammeter test by performing. Note a minimum 500 volts at 1 mega ohm is required for the test. Place lead mega ammeter 2 on the shaft core armature. Place lead 3 on mega ammeter 2 at one of the communicator bars. Note reading of the mega ammeter. Contact each successive bar around the communicator. If the reading is less than 3 mega ohms and is obtained with the brake armature 4 hours at 230 to 50 degrees in convention oven, please check mega ammeter reading cooling armature at room temperature. If the reading is still low, replace the armature. Note the test must be accomplished on both exciter stator and auxiliary stator. Attach lead 1 mega ammeter 2 to lead AA on stator housing. Attach lead 3 on mega ammeter 2 to the A plus stator housing. Note reading of the mega ammeter. Attach 1 mega ammeter 2 to the FF plus on stator housing. Attach lead 3 on the mega ammeter 2 to the F negative in the stator housing. Note the reading on mega ammeter. If the reading is less than 3 mega ohms obtained, then the 2-set lead breaks stator for 4 hours at 230 to 50 degrees in a conventional oven. Then replace mega ammeter readings or cooling stators at room temperature. If the readings are still low, replace stator. Perform the bar-to-bar resistance test by the following. Place 1 lead on multimeter 2 shaft core on the armature. Place lead 3 on multimeter 2 on one of the communicator bars. Record reading on the multimeter current check. Contact each successive bar on the communicator. Record each reading, and the test indicates resistant readings of 10% or more above recording seat readings of 20 or more connections. To take weld all. Coil leads commutator NIC convention test indicates resistant readings of 1.5% below average full scale meter deflection. Multimeter, there is a shortened coil to the armature. Below average readings there could indicate the presence of water over the cools. The average readings obtained with the brake amateur convention hour open 4 hours at 230 degrees. Alright, cool at room temperature. Repeat step B. If the readings are still low, replace the armature. If the install cooling fan 54, 8 lock washer 53, bolts 52, armature 55. Install armature 55 with auxiliary frame 51. If the install with exciter frame 50, armature 55, secure with the 8 lock washer 49, bolts 48. Fill in bearing housing 47 with bearing assembly 44 with grease. Install inner bearing housing 47 with gasket 46. Caution. Procedures specify the heating of the parts and aided disassembly and assembly. Heated parts may cause injury of personnel, and hand protection is not worn when handling. Wear protective gloves for maximum protection. Heat inner race 47 induction heater at 230 to 50 degrees. Install on shaft. Install bearing assembly 44. Fill inner bearing housing 34. Bearing assembly 30 with a grease. Install inner bearing housing 40 34. Gasket 33. Bearing housing 32. Inner race 31. Bearing assembly 30 with the on the shaft. Install brush holders. Refer to TM 55 22 10 22 3 3rd 12. Brushes and brush holder installation. Install lock nut 43 and secure the 2 set screws 42. Install auxiliary end housing 41, 8 lock washer 40, bolts 39. Install gasket 38, auxiliary end cap 37, secure the 6 lock washer 36 and bolts 35. Install oil slinger 29. Install exciter end housing 28 with a secure 8 lock washer and bolts 26. Install gasket 25 on bearing housing 24, secure 6 lock washer 23, bolts 22. Install key inner pulley 20 on the shaft, secure the 3 bolts 19. Install pulley 18, secure the 3 lock washer 17, bolts 16. Install screen 15, secure the 3 lock flat washer 14, lock washer 13, bolts 12. Adjust brush holder and brushes. Refer to TM 55 22 10 22 3 12. Adjust brushes. Install 2 covers 11, secure 6 flat washers and lock washers and bolts 8. Alright, warning. Going as a locomotive are heavy and may be awkward to handle. Use correct lifting procedure. Indicate lifting devices assistance other personnel to avoid injury. Use suitable lifting devices. Set auxiliary generator on main generator mounting bracket 7. Install flat washer 4 and 3 and 2, 4 bolts 2. Turn adjusting nut 5. Secure free adjusting screw 6 on mounting bracket. For the TM 55 22 10 22 3 12, install adjust drive belts, tighten 4 bolts 2. Connect wiring 1 and 2 to terminals. And that was your auxiliary generator assembly.